Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and welcome to the first Love 'em or Hate 'em session of the year. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Love 'em or Hate 'em session, it's basically a video where we say the things that we love or hate about a certain movie, TV show, anime, genre, individual, or character, or what have you, and then we tally up the score to see whether or not we love, hate, or are indifferent about said thing. And since it is still Romance Month, I think it's time that we finally address where we stand with the romance genre in both films, TV shows, and anime. Do we love it or do we absolutely hate it? Now, you all probably know what my stance is on the romance genre in its entirety, but for those of you who don't know, I absolutely adore the romance genre. I just eat that shit up and I cannot get enough of it, especially when it comes to romantic comedies. They're without doubt one of my favorite genres of film, anime, TV show, or what have you. So it seems like I'm gonna be a bit biased when doing this Love 'em or Hate 'em session, but never fear, because I'm not going to share my opinions on the romance genre in this video. Instead, I let you guys tell me what you thought of the romance genre and whether or not you loved or hated it. Starting us off, we got Gemma Williams, who begins her comment with an enthusiastic yes, as long as the storyline, characters, and their relationships are portrayed well and realistically. I love a good romance story, even if there isn't the usual happy ending for the couple. But honestly, that would really suck if you didn't get that happy ending after going through this entire movie hoping that they end up together and then no happy ending? Man, what a buzzkill. Next, we got Michael Dam, who simply states, love it. It's amazing. It makes me feel good and brightens up my day. And what an adorable happy face with the hearts for eyes. It's just so lovely, isn't it, guys? Sean Smith, on the other hand, has a different opinion, stating, I hate the romance genre, but only because it seems virtually impossible to find one that isn't cliche. If I could be pointed towards a romance anime that didn't use more than 2 or 3 romance cliches, something that actually feels like I'm watching a budding relationship instead of the overdone, let's take forever to get these two together despite how obvious it is they both like each other, then I would be truly interested. Get rid of the tsunderes, throw out the shyness, stop being so freaking oblivious, and let's have a romance anime that actually has a romance in it instead of just a love interest and a kiss at the end. You know, Sean, you bring up a lot of interesting points, and I truly appreciate that. I also would recommend that you check out True Tears. It's one of the few romance animes that doesn't follow all of the romantic comedy cliches and actually is really touching. 22 Tiger Dude, who by the way has a really cool profile picture, says, I may be a dude, but I'm not ashamed to admit that I actually do love the romance genre. I don't mind cliches in romance movies as long as I actually care about the characters and the story. I just find it cute seeing a guy and a girl falling in love with each other, even if it might get cheesy sometimes. All that matters is that I actually give a damn about the chemistry. But if I don't care about the story and characters in crap romance movies such as Something Borrowed, which is a god-awful romance film, or Endless Love, then yeah, that's totally a different story. Sometimes this genre doesn't just have to be in a straight-up romance movie. It could also be in an action like The Terminator or a drama movie like Casablanca. Yeah, because there's nothing more romantic than hearing Hasta la vista, baby. Ben Chuck Tuttle, who by the way is the artist making the BCG Rumble comic, says, as long as it's done well, then heck yeah. When it comes to completely forced, underdeveloped, and half-assed romance that you see in a good proportion of American movies today, then I hate it. However, if you have a good and solid romance where the two characters actually develop a bond through the movie/show, then I love it. That's why my favorite kind of romances are the kinds where the two characters hate each other at first, so that when they start to develop feelings for each other, it isn't due to lust or anything, it's because they fall for who they are, the qualities that person has, and so on. So overall, yes, I love the romance genre, but if it isn't done well, then no, I hate it. Seems we got a flip-flopper here. Jillian Lemming says, love. Haha, get it? Absolutely not. Unless it's overdone, like with a whole bunch of cliches. Watching two characters love each other and grow over time is interesting. Vites Belzer, I hope I pronounced that right, says, I don't mind romance. but teen romance flicks have had a huge fail lately. What are you talking about, V? We're in the Renaissance right now. I mean, did you see Twilight? That is a masterpiece if ever there was one, and I cannot wait for Twilight reunions. It's gonna be delicious. Andy McCauley says, love the romance genre, not the 50 Shades of Grey kind of romance though. There is a difference that people need to learn. John James Fury Lesson says, love. Although filled with cliches, it is the one genre able to take you out of your own world / problems and immerse yourself in another. When done right, the romance genre can create characters that live past their origins and carry on with you. Boogie Peterson says, I don't hate the genre, but it's not one I would avidly search for. I like a well-rounded amount of everything in my anime. Give me some romance, with action, with a splice of comedy here and there, and any other element as well, like supernatural, mecha, or sci-fi or noir. I really enjoy when a series is not focused on trying to be one element. That way everyone can find something about it they relate to and enjoy. Miguel Diaz-Laboy, I hope I pronounced that right, says, I like it because it's sometimes very heartwarming, but the cliches are killing it for me. You and everyone else, Miguel. I feel your pain. Alex Alec, try saying that 3 times, says, I have to say I love it. Sure, it can be sappy, unrealistic, and slightly manipulative, but at the same time, it shows us different sides of people, different situations, and different solutions. It's another way to see people come together or break apart.
That's just me though.
Courtney Renee Golden says, I love the romance genre. In fact, it's one of my favorite genres. My fiance and I are always looking for good romance anime to watch, but there are a lot of cliches that I get so tired of seeing. But overall, I love seeing my favorite characters find their one true love. And finally, the last comment comes from Mohammed B. Abuata. I really hope I pronounced that name right. And in his comment, he says, yes and no. Yes to the genre itself, seeing the main character finding his / her other half is always satisfying, but then says no to the quality of recent romance anime, all about the harems or the usual tropes being overused without a proper ending whatsoever. And it seems like some of you really agreed with this comment. And if you guys would like to see the rest of the 41 comments, you can check them all out on my Facebook fan page. Link will be in the description. Once again, thank you guys so much for commenting. I really enjoyed reading all of your responses. Some of them were very thought-provoking, some of them were really well put, and others were kind of funny to read as well. And with that being said, with a score of 26 love, 5 hate, and 10 in the middle, I can wholeheartedly say that we love the romance genre. Yes, we will admit that the romance genre does have its ups and downs. Yes, it can be a bit repetitive from time to time, and yes, it is chock full of so many cliches and similar motifs and characters, but it still keeps us entertained, it still hits us right here with all the emotions, it touches us, and we can also find it very relatable. And as long as people really enjoy watching romance on screen, romantic comedies like myself, the romance genre will continue to thrive. Although, it would be nice to get some variety now and again. Directors of Hollywood, I'm looking at you. In fact, no, not only the directors, but also the writers and the producers. Come on, you can do it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, ends this session of Love 'em or Hate 'em. Be sure to leave in the comments what you guys thought about this whole segment. Would you like to see this more often, or do you think it was a huge waste of time? And also, let me know what you think about the romance genre. Do you love it, or do you hate it? What side are you on? Comment below and let me know. And stay tuned, got a bunch of videos coming your way. And until they come, guys, if you would like to be a part of the Black Critic crew and not miss out on a single awesome video here, please hit that subscribe button below, like this video if you really enjoyed it, and check out my Facebook fan page. Links in the description once again. And I'm Tony Watt II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.